If you need me to resend, what you call it, email, or do you have it?
Yeah, it's going the wrong direction.
But do you need me to resend?
Guess who this is?
You know what I'm talking about?
We're not recording this one separate, right? Just the live?
That's the mean waitress from that place.
You found her?
She found me.
From Jolie's? Jerk. She was just not having a good mood.
Hey, so Melissa, Kev talked me off the
30
ledge.
was really low.
What?
30 was low. Maybe
All
30.
right, are we live?
Oh, you know what?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll try that.
Melissa, you know what? We haven't used our American Express free companion certificate
Oh, you're right.
for the thing you
And you get one just by your mileage too. So that's 2 free ones.
And you get one just by your mileage too. Behind the grind.
I really like the set, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's good.
You guys sure you don't want some art right here?
No, man.
I think it'd be
Josh
cool.
is fishing.
As long as it doesn't
I don't think it means anything.
I think it's dope.
I think something could tie it together. Like like one vibrant color.
Maybe it just depends on what the piece is.
A blue original. I'm just kidding, it's too expensive.
I don't know what they are. So who just bought
No,
one?
they are.
But Tahir just bought one.
You bought
No,
print.
you bought print.
Those are 200 still.
It's
Only
good print.
200 now?
They're like 180.
I got a print at home.
We're not.
If you
you're not
frame
using
them, they
that.
look nice.
What are you using to have on?
No,
Oh, well.
don't. Please don't. That doesn't make any sense at all.
What about what the new one?
You can if you want, but it
I
doesn't
just
make any
like to look
sense.
like I deserve to be here.
What's wrong, man?
All right, can you we're going live, guys.
We got that water.
Oh, they still might not get the notification
Are we
though.
live?
Mm-hmm.
How many people are in here?
Nobody.
Zero.
I just posted it. Can you close the door?
Yeah.
We're going live, guys. We're just gonna close the door. Y'all can keep y'all voices the same. I'm the store. Hello, Lindela. Is that how you pronounce it? Lindela? I'm the store. I'm glad about it.
Did you use that song in the back of there or I'll put you up on it?
Hey, how you gonna put me up on gospel music?
I know gospel music, dog.
You don't know nothing about gospel music. Nothing compared to me. I'm the store. I'm glad about it. Hey.
I might throw you some curveballs this episode. Be ready for it.
Lindelia. Hello, Lindelia.
I got Lindelia. I got Lindelia. How many people in here?
1 sec, I'll be right there.
Okay.
I only see Lindelia Kane in here.
Something must be wrong. We had like 300 people last time.
Yeah, the notification's not getting sent out by Patreon.
Matter of fact, let me email her now, the Patreon lady, while we're waiting for this to come up.
But if you put a regular post up, does that let them know?
That is just like a regular post.
Because we're not going live through Patreon.
Oh, okay, because we're not going live through Patreon. Okay.
Taryn Arnold. Taryn. Oh, shoot.
I got that water.
All right, email Patreon lady.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
We gotta wait for Josh.
We don't need to wait for Josh. Forget Josh.
I'm logging in right now. You don't see me logging?
Yeah, Vanessa said I just randomly check Patreon in hopes of catching something. I just emailed the Patreon lady. because I haven't been getting notified either.
What's going on, you think?
I don't know. I haven't been trip.
Junior. Please say the Junior.
All right, ready? I got that water. I got that water. I got that water. Hey. Serena, after this episode, can you send out an email to everybody on Patreon and say let them know what's going on and that we put the bonus episodes up, and until we figure out what's going on, can we just send an email out with the link after the episode?
Yes.
Just send them the unlisted link.
What's going on?
It's not sending the link out to everybody, the live, so they're not knowing that we're going live.
Okay.
So I just emailed Patreon, but just so they know the bonus episode is up, if we just do a hard email and then you just send it to them after the end of this, just say, hey, and once you put, you know what I'm talking about?
You mean to send everybody
Yeah.
on Patreon a link to this?
Just grab the link and
the
just
live.
grab the emails.
Okay, cool.
There's a way to export all the emails of everybody, right? And you just use the MailChimp.
I gotta use MailChimp.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yes.
just use MailChimp.
How many people are in there right now?
Like 6 or 7.
Oh, is it just live?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Just shoot me the link, Joshy.
Okay.
I don't get the email so.
Shoot me the hot link.
Are you ready? All right, here we go. Welcome to the episode.
How
The
we
boy is
started?
going to start it.
Here we go. What up? This is your boy Doughboy.
And Kev on stage. The mics are not on, so there's no reason to speak into it.
I'm still talking to them.
Why? Doesn't make any sense.
Aesthetically.
No.
Alright, this is Doughboy.
Aesthetically. And Kev on stage. Hallelujah.
And this is a bonus episode of Started Off to the Left. Ratchet and ratchet and ratchet and ratchet and bonus episode. And we have titled this episode Behind the Grind.
Behind the grind.
So, a lot of people be asking questions about like what's our life like, you know, just to kind of see things outside of what you see as normally on. Like, you know, Kev has his hilarious videos every day. I just be around. I don't do videos every day.
You should wear that shirt with no undershirt on and go to the beach in it.
I look like a Colombian drug lord.
You could though.
They
You
reach
pull it
up.
off.
You think so? I'll do it for this episode. Don't play with me.
You won't.
I don't think you should do it.
They got weird.
You were so worried about that little bit of hangout last week. You can't go with the full shirt on.
Don't. Yes, I can. I don't love my body. Stop fat shaming me.
Did I
Nobody
fat
is
shame you?
fat shaming you.
You be fat shaming me.
I don't be fat shaming
You be
you.
fat shaming me.
I don't be fat shaming you.
One time I made a joke about myself though, and you were like, "No, self-love." I was like, "You're right. I don't need to say these terrible things about myself."
Yeah, man.
Love
The world
yourself.
is always gonna be mean to you. Don't join in.
Absolutely
They
right.
said on when they see it's like, I don't care how much they hate you, I love you. And my love is stronger than everybody's hate. I was like, be my mom. Then mom called me and was like, what?
So yes, we're here to talk about things that we go, you know, behind the scenes, kind of let people behind the rope, and that's a good thing about being one of the Patreons. You guys get to know about our personal things that we deal with. This ain't going out to the regular public.
No.
This is only going out to you. So one thing that people want to know about, ups and downs of tour life. Can I start? Now, this is my first tour. Okay.
Is it?
It is. Kev, you know, so graciously invited me on. I'd been dealing with some fear and some trepidation of doing stand-up because I got booed at Southern.
That was a long time ago.
It still sticks with you.
You still bring it up every day.
Actually, let me tell that story. That's actually not the first time I got booed.
Really?
Did I ever tell you the story of the first time I actually did stand-up
You have
comedy?
not.
I ever told
Oh,
you
you
this,
told me
Josh?
the story, but you should tell them.
Okay.
This is a great story.
So,
Josh, I would tell you right now, this is the clip you pull out for the teaser, because this is a doozy.
So it was high school,
Mhm.
circa 1994. So I used to always watch Def Comedy Jam with my family, and that was kind of like what we did as a family. That was kind of our thing.
Uh-huh.
So I never wanted to do stand-up, but you know, I kind of back of your mind, you be like,
I could do that.
I could do this.
I sure can. Oh,
So I'm a freshman in high school, mind you. I've always been a big dude, but when I
You?
was, yeah, a lot of people don't, you know, they don't.
Contrary to popular belief, am I
You're a
right?
heavy
I'm not,
sperm?
yeah, I'm swimming through the fallopian tube, but no
You just
t-shirt
blocked
on.
up everybody.
Here we go.
So basically, I was short and fat.
Oh,
So now I'm tall and fat.
you're
but
shacked.
I was 5'1", about 200, 220 as a freshman with pimples.
Oh,
It's ugly.
Wow.
I remember I had some purple jeans and a Dallas Cowboy t-shirt on. It was just ridiculous. But in any event, moving on.
Was it just a random day in freshman year?
Yeah.
What are those purple jeans?
I don't know. We got them at Family Bargain Center. It was a whole thing.
Did you like them or you just like?
No,
I
it
had
was
no
just what was
choice?
available. It didn't match nothing. So they were fake cross colors. But in any event, so they said, they put up a sign. They said, we're going to do a talent show.
Yeah.
And so I had been watching, and I was like, I can do that. Anybody can do stand-up. So I entered the talent show to do stand-up comedy. So I put together a little set. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't
You don't remember the jokes?
Huh? I do remember jokes.
Oh,
I put
okay,
together a little set. So I come out there, and the first mistake that I make, my first joke was, I was like, hey, man, give it up for Sacramento. That's always kind of my thing, give it up. I'm like, give it up for Sacramento. I'm like, man, Sacramento got some fine women. Sacramento got the finest women in the country, the most beautiful women in the world live in Sacramento. And then there was a group of females sitting in front of the thing, and I looked at them, and I was like, whoo, y'all must be from out of town. I really did, but they were really popular girls. I didn't even realize that. Crickets. Nobody says nothing. I was just like,
Oh yeah, that didn't get no laughs.
no, because they were popular girls. So I was like, y'all
So
must be.
funny.
I was like,
That's
y'all must be
hilarious.
from
They
out
was
of
just
town.
hating. They gotta give you that.
Nobody said nothing. I was just like, I run off the stage. Run off the stage.
Hold on. After that one joke.
I told the joke because people started to boo in the back. It was like, boo. It was like light boos. I was just like, yeah. I run off the stage. I'm sitting I'm backstage of the show, or at least what I think is backstage. Sitting back there crying. Unbeknownst to me, the entire audience can see me. My sister, who is the super popular girl, comes down there like, Tony, they can see you crying. You gotta stop. You're embarrassing me. She gives me this whole pep talk, and she's like, you gotta go back
Were
out
you
there.
making sounds?
I was, and so they booed me. It didn't go the way that I wanted it to go. My sister comes down and she's like, Tony, what are you doing? She's like, they can see you. You gotta go back home there. You're embarrassing me. You can do this. You're funny. You're always funny at the house. I was just like, all right, I'll go back out there. So I was like, I regrouped myself. They said, all right, well, you had a tough time of it the first time. Here he is, Tony. I wasn't even Doughboy yet. Tony. I come back out there. I'm like, yeah, nobody finna run me off the stage, man. I'm out here, man.
Full confidence.
Everybody's like, yeah, they're clapping. Woo!
Wiping your tears up.
Yeah, I'm like,
Ain't no way to run me up. I am a boy.
Fatal mistake part 2. I said, Mexican people.
oh my God.
I don't live in Sacramento, nothing but Mexican people. I'm like, man, what's the deal with Mexican people, huh? If you fight one, you gotta fight them all. You fight one, here comes his uncle, his grandma, here comes their mimosa, whatever I'm saying, their grandmama. Just crickets, nobody says nothing. Then this big Mexican dude stands up like, I'm gonna F you up, puto. I was like, they boo me again. I run off the stage. He literally beats me up after the show.
You got the
I
back.
got them hands.
Hold on.
Yes.
He
beat
really
me.
fought you?
Yes. Dude named Felix.
Why?
Because he felt like I was disrespectful to La Raza.
Felix was outside like, oh, well, it's time. You're like, all right.
I was just like,
He was a man of his word.
he was a man of his
Did you
word.
fight him back? You ain't get no
I
licks
mean, I
out?
try to get mine back, but you ever just be fighting somebody and you be like, they're better than this at me. I don't really want to agitate him anymore and make the whooping worse. So I took the L. So
Fought
that was,
Ruiz Jr.
so that was my first time technically doing stand-up. I don't even know how we got
How
on
did
that.
you come back from that?
That's what I'm saying. That's why it was so traumatic.
Nobody ever gets booed to beat up.
Dog.
In
That was
one thing?
So that's when I was just like, I'll never do stand-up again. And then I finally gathered the nerve to do it again at 26, and then I started doing it. So then
What made you come back out with Mexican?
I just thought it would be. I thought they would get the humor because that's really how it was.
No, that's
Like,
funny.
you know, I thought it would just work.
Racism is funny, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought, but it didn't go over well, and so that's why it was so traumatic when I got booed at Southern. That sticks. Have you ever been booed?
Yes.
Tell me your what
Multiple of a show.
was the worst boo?
I've told this story before, but
Run it back one
maybe
time
not
for the-
on I don't
for the
think
Rat
I've done
Pack.
on the right Righteous and Ratchet for
Oh.
the right back. University of Washington. My first stand-up performance at a step show. my first Greek event. At this time, I didn't know that if you're not Greek, you probably shouldn't host Greek events.
Because they got their whole thing.
They got their whole thing. It's a whole culture. I was unaware. So I was already nervous about it before. You ever be like, you're so nervous that you like, man, I'm gonna mess up, and you just like nervous yourself into the mess up. So I am studying. I made note cards.
Yeah, cue cards?
I studied
barbecue cards.
I was like, there's a setup.
How did you come up with that?
I was like, there's a setup. There's
barbecue
the
cards.
Good. It's good.
Barbecue.
It's good. You
He wasn't ready for it. His mouth was
Dang.
open.
I lost my train of thought. That's literally like, dang. So I had index cards. Try something with that. So I have like, okay, men, APA equals Alpha Phi Alpha. Brothers, AKA equals
The
Alpha.
language of what the land is.
Yes, Zeta Phi. I have the color schemes. Like, this is the most important thing of my life. I study for that probably more than I study for any college test. So I'm going out there, and so Washington, the University of Washington has a small Greek population. So not not HBCU. So all the Greeks from all the schools in Washington would come to UW for
The step show.
this step show, and they never got to be out, as they say, on their own schools. It just wasn't like that.
They got to really turn up when they came.
So
around.
when they came to UW, it was like turn up to the max, right? So my mistake is they want to hear these jokes. So I go out there, they're strolling,
They're ready to
making
get their
sound.
party on.
Bro, they're not trying to hear nothing I'm trying to say. So I try to get a joke or two, and they're just literally strolling, jumping, barking. Yeah, I
I wouldn't want to throw it up because
I
they
wouldn't
wouldn't
do
get
that, but that's you
Right.
you
Yeah,
saying
they're
stuff.
doing their thing.
They're doing their thing. So I'm like, hey, listen to me. I have work on these jokes, and you will listen. Didn't listen. So I was like, man, this part's not working. Let me just get the step show started. Maybe it'll get crunk, and then I'll be able to slide a joke in.
Right.
That was my first mistake. That step show's not about me. It's about them.
You got to know that.
I gotta know that. I'm not Greek. They are. So then I make mistake number 2. Out of sheer nervous energy, I'm supposed to be bringing up the brothers from Alpha Phi Alpha, the Black and Gold brothers. Alpha Kappa Alpha is a female sorority, or just a sorority, and they are pink and green. I say, give it up for the brothers of Alpha Kappa Alpha.
Jesus.
And it was like, they were strolling, they were like, all the groups, not only were the alphas offended, not only were the AKAs offended, because it was like from that on, they were like, oh, you're not even Greek. And they knew I wasn't Greek because I didn't cross, the whole Greek community was everybody. Booed, to say I got booed.
Everybody started booing you?
It was like shock. Boo! Boo! I mean, they nearly booed. I could feel the air pushing
What did
me
you
back.
do as they
I was
said it?
like
Did you try
Michael
to fight
Jackson.
back?
No.
You just took
I
it.
looked down at my notes.
He said, yeah.
I couldn't. It was a
There's nothing
unanimous.
you could do.
The townspeople were upset.
Right.
I said, I'm sorry. Give it up for the brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha. They came back up, and that was the end of me trying to be funny. I went after each person. I was like, congratulations, great job, by the brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha. Coming up next, Sigma.
And you say that?
Good job to Sigma. Coming up next, Delta Sigma Theta. Good job, Delta Sigma Theta. And make us some noise.
Make us some noise.
Come
Pause.
back, and it is the Zeta Phi Beta.
Pause for some noise. You are not making
And
some
make
noise.
noise for Zeta Phi Beta. And come back in is Kappa.
Jesus.
The rest of the night.
And
I didn't try to, at the end, like, okay, it's down to these two. Make noise. Who do you think it is?
you know,
In third place, it is the Alpha Phi Alpha. In second place, it is the Sigma. And the winner is Delta.
no, and there's something that does something to your soul when you get booed. I got booed so bad, it booed me into a different profession. I was like, I don't want to do stand-up anymore. I ain't a writer. So that brings us back to our original point, the ups and downs of the tour. Ups and downs of the tour is travel is not as simple.
So go downs first. All the downs.
Okay, downs. The travel.
Travel is no more fun.
No, it's
I
not
remember when I
fun.
used to travel early in my comedy career when it was just like a show every 3 or 4 months.
Right.
And I would be
It's a vacation.
so
That was it.
hyped though. I mean,
Right.
I'm talking about I go to Hudson's bookstore, I'm gonna get me a little snack, I'm gonna get me a
Stroll
magazine.
around the
I used
city.
to buy ESPN. It was I traveled so rarely that every time I went there'd be a new magazine to get. So I get this before my cell phone had, before everything was on your cell phone.
Right.
Oh, give me a new ESPN magazine. I'm gonna give me a new Sports Illustrated. I get to the airport 2
Sure,
hours early,
right.
2.5 hours early. Get me a snack. Read.
Frappuccinos. This is the life.
You get excited to get on the plane.
Oh, I'm talking main cabin 3. I was just happy to be there. And I would get to the airport really early, but now
It's because we do multiple shows. So anytime we go out, it's a minimum of 3 shows a weekend. Sometimes we're in different states. So it's like you fly into the city. And I'm thinking when I get invited to Toronto, I'm just going just to hang out, go see the sights of the city. It's none of
mistake
that.
number 1.
It's none of that.
I try to tell people, they're like, man, so people always, I don't know if they take offense, they're like, man, what time y'all getting in? We can kick it. We can.
Bro.
The way we are toured set up, there's literally, you arrive, you go to the hotel, you take a nap, you iron, you grab some food,
And with us, it's a little bit different because with me, Tony, and Tahir, we got to go earlier to the venue to set up our merchandise.
and I had to do that
Last year, but we don't have to do it this
We,
year.
didn't have, we weren't set up like this.
Right.
So that's the first mistake, is thinking you have time.
You don't have time.
You don't have time to see nothing but the place you're sleeping, a food place, and the place you're performing. That's the only guaranteed place, if you can even get that. Because even think about how many dates we've been on this year. What, by now, 40, 50?
Jeez.
And think of how many places we've eaten that is like, oh, you gotta go to this place.
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4.
Maybe.
We went to Salt and Smoke that one time.
Another place they had all the food and they kept bringing it out to the table and then you didn't know what they were bringing.
No.
They had like fried chicken and grits.
No, that was Nashville.
That was one else. That was one time.
Fire.
That was Kansas City when we had the barbecue place.
Right.
That had the baked beans with all the meat in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember, super hot.
Mhm.
That's 2.
So you don't really
I
get
can't even
to
think
it.
of another one that we got to do that was like, y'all got to go here, and we
Right.
went there.
So that's tough to travel. Different time zones will throw off your sleeping.
Man.
So that can be tough. And this is something I know you guys.
Lack of sleep is the next thing.
Oh,
Lack
you
of
can't-
sleep is the
Kev can't
top
sleep on
thing
planes.
for me.
No,
I be knocked out on the plane.
Jealous.
I be asleep before they even give you the drink option.
I be so jealous. You and Melissa, of all the tour people, maximize sleep the most on the plane.
Man.
I get it.
Y'all, I mean, you be.
I be
Ladies
out.
and gentlemen,
I used to be okay. I used to actually be able to sleep on flights, but now I don't know what happened. And then I got excited. Oh, I could watch these movies. Now they haven't updated the movies. I've seen all the movies.
that's how much I've traveled. They don't even like the best thing in the world is Netflix.
Oh,
That is
Netflix and Prime Video, the fact that you can download shows
right.
and watch them like without internet or worrying about internet or things like that.
I was telling Josh that the other day because now all the hotels have Netflix on the TV.
Smart TV. If I go to a hotel that doesn't have Netflix and HBO Go,
it's a bad one.
I'm like, we don't want to turn on local cable.
Because
What is that?
Remember when you used to go to hotels? They used to have movies on there for like $20.
Yes. I randomly watched one of those I can't remember the city. I watched Vice on one of those. I think it was a Florida weekend. It was fantastic. But $20? It don't even cost that much in the theater. And LA has one of the highest cost of movie tickets in the nation, like
Right.
$15 to $17 depending on IMAX.
Really?
Nice, yes.
It was-
Bro, we went to remember we went to Avengers? It was like $8.25.
It really was.
I was like, $8.25? Remember being
Oh yeah, we're like we can live here. We'll move here, but these movie prices.
We bought 4.
and that was at night.
Sometimes you feel like you gotta buy extra just because.
The extremity that we went to buy tickets to make sure it was going to be a show that we were going to be able to actually see once we got there. We had 4 different showings at like 2 or 3 different theaters.
Right, it was ridiculous.
We're like,
We just
if
bought-
get out late.
We're
go
like,
to this
we'll
one.
get 8 at this one just in
Right.
case if we get on the way in, on the way out. If we got this one, this is the latest showing.
Yeah. So that is definitely a tough thing. And then another thing is if you're trying to get in shape, eating right and exercising. I was
This is
just
the
talking about it.
reason
This is
I
the reason why
told
you took this bet with me.
This is the reason why I took this bet. And I told you that, but
You
you
did.
see. And the thing, here's
I have blind confidence. I don't know when to stop.
here's here's the thing. You made the same mistake me and Josh made it last year. You think, we'll get in.
Go to the gym.
Go to the gym.
Have a Caesar
Fine.
salad.
And
no
we're doing
croutons.
way better on. We
Bro.
went to Whole Foods like 10 or 15
Last
times on this
tour, we all gained like
Everybody
10 to
was right here
15.
pudgy.
I look at some of the pictures Josh took at the end of the tour. I was like, I ain't really finna post these no more. My stomach was like, yeah, this is a great show. Oh.
Big Kevin Fredericks, yeah.
The hanging mentality. The picture. Hello, London was good.
That's definitely tough sticking to any type of, because that's what I noticed When I'm in LA, I'll be zoned out.
Yep.
It'll be fitness videos, yeah, I'm back. As soon as we get to the road,
Well, the thing about
I
it for
like
me,
sleep, though.
I think because I haven't been able to make fitness a priority, it's hard because I work better with routine.
me too.
So the one time that I lost a lot of weight, I think back in late 2011, early 2012, I talk about this a lot. I had no YouTube page. My kids weren't even in, I think only one of my kids was in school, Isaiah, and kindergarten is like, I mean, there's no like extracurricular activity, no
Right.
homework, no nothing. This school didn't have homework. I never traveled. I wasn't even doing stand-up like that. So I literally
You go
woke
to
up
work, eat some
Bro,
broccoli baked chicken, come home.
every day. I ate the same thing for breakfast, same thing for, and that's the thing about, so like we talked about in the last episode, that Edmonton trip, there was no time to eat nothing healthy. There was no time to go to the gym. Then you come back on Tuesday. Let's just go through our day today.
Let's just go through what happened last week. We left
We did
Wednesday
it.
night,
We did it on the
the whole week. So we left Wednesday night.
No, we didn't. We left on Thursday morning.
No.
Yes, we
We had
did. We went to Denver on
Yeah,
Thursday.
okay, so we left Thursday morning,
Yes.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Get to Denver,
10.
10:30.
Yeah, hotel wasn't ready.
Hotel was ready. Go to eat.
That's the thing.
Go to that restaurant.
Hold on, let's stop there real quick. That is a major
Oh,
point.
remember what was that? What was that? New
Not
Orleans?
ready. New Orleans was
Oh.
the worst.
I mean, and it's not even knocked to hotel because most check-in times are at earliest.
3.
But you would think we get love because we check out. So
But they don't care.
They don't
To,
care.
to them, we're just another person checking in that weekend. Unless
So
we're
we're
getting
just always hoping for the early room, and
Right.
it don't be.
Sometimes,
early.
we just get stuck, so we just leave the bags and we gotta be outside walking around or doing whatever else besides sleeping.
Yes.
So let's talk about. So then we get there. We get to the hotel. Rooms ain't ready. So then we have to go to a restaurant. Where was it called? Cranberry.
Something cricket, cherry cricket.
Cherry Cricket. We get to a place called Cherry Cricket,
Which was
I have
fire.
backpack.
This is one of the times we got to eat
Right.
a thing at a place, and that's just because it happened
It
to be
just
around the
happened to
corner from the
happen.
hotel.
Now we're at a place, and the dude comes out with the menu, and on the menu, they have a hamburger with the option of peanut butter and jelly on it. Who is saying no to peanut butter and jelly on a hamburger? Once in a
And
lifetime.
egg,
Not
and
us.
Bacon.
And it was fire. So it's like ain't nobody thinking Caesar salad and hold the croutons.
Oh, you
Give
know,
me the hamburger with the PBJ.
if a place is serving peanut butter and jelly on a burger,
What
their
else
salads
do
are
they
not going to be
There's
good.
nothing.
It's going to be a salad made of sandwich lettuce.
Right.
Which happened at the Arkansas show.
Yes.
They were like, you got to taste this salad. We were trying to eat healthy. Bro, it's a shredded lettuce that they grabbed at Subway.
Quiznos.
It was a salad made out of the shred. You know, like the
I
Oh,
got
exactly
that.
what I'm
I got
the
that.
lettuce part, the toppings part of
The
Quiznos.
skinny lettuce. It's really shredded.
Skinny shredded lettuce,
The little-
some olives.
The little triangle pieces of turkey.
I'm
Let
gonna take this off.
That's almost as bad as that.
It's getting warm in here.
Yeah,
It is
take this
warm.
off too.
me get this fan on.
I don't know if this is gonna make me any cooler, but
Sheesh.
Josh, my side fat was just hanging out. You hadn't caught it.
He had his
You
back
just caught it
cut.
with your hand.
Josh, how short is your hair?
It's not that short. It's the size of the little face.
You're like a different person with a haircut.
Josh is a cute little dude, ain't he? Little handsome,
Nah.
handsome little baby. He do good shit by laughing.
Oh, praise God! Thank you.
Oh, those are the quiet fans that you can use while shooting.
That's amazing. Don't turn up to high. I like
Well, it
it.
can't be high; it'd be too loud.
I like it.
But it's gonna be loud on the thing.
They know we hot. So that'd be tough. So now you're trying to eat right. Now I gotta have this burger, which is probably gonna mess up your workout for later. So then cool. We eat the food. Then we have like maybe an hour or two.
By the time
before
you
the
get
show.
back to the hotel, you finally get in the room.
It's
You gotta leave.
11:30.
Mind you, this is all the same day of a show that we
Same
have.
day.
too.
So then you gotta focus on being funny. That's one thing you guys don't have to worry about because you've been doing this for so long. Somebody like me, I feel like I'm about to throw up before every show.
Do you really?
Be 1,000 people. Y'all just be like, yeah. I'm like, dog, you know how many people out there? The Chicago show, I wanted to leave. I wanted to just tell y'all I was sick. I didn't want to perform for the 4,000 people. It's scary.
Really?
It's scary. I just be masking it a lot. So that's another thing that I have to deal with as a performer to try to consistently be funny in front of a room full of strangers. Even though they came to see you, they still want you to bring it.
Pause that. Can you hit the cascade thing on that? Serena. Yeah. Can I grab you for 1 second?
Cascade thing?
Just make it go like this. I just got an idea. Patreon is messing up, and I just want to do it while we have this.
I was honestly thinking we shouldn't be live right now. We should have saved this.
No, that's fine. Too late.
Okay.
At the beginning of each month, can you create or update the MailChimp with, or just export the Patreon list and put it on MailChimp, and then we can email it out ourselves?
Every
If the Patreon issue consists,
We have a
we
button
can
we can
just
push.
hit
Yeah,
the
kill switch.
MailChimp, send that out.
Yeah.
And that way we don't have to worry about Patreon messing up.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them to be paying for this and then Patreon is not doing what they do.
Right.
If we got their email, we can just say, hey guys, we're going live, and I'll just do it on MailChimp as opposed to Patreon.
This is really behind the grind, guys.
All right.
This is a real
Thank you.
conversation.
Yeah.
So as a performer, I mean, I know you don't deal with that. As
No,
much
no,
as
I
me.
do. I've never said before every show. I literally be
I
like,
be feeling my stomach in my throat.
man, are you still funny? Especially when you go out there. So my set is kind of designed to like build
Right.
up there.
Mhm.
So it's like the beginning of a boxing match. You first come out there, you're trying to fill out the audience.
Jab 'em, jab 'em.
You know what I'm saying? Asking you guys. You're usually the first barometer of like, hey man, the audience is gonna be a great
Right.
show, and you really haven't been off.
Right.
It's gonna be a great show, or it's weird energy. Sometimes it is the natural progression of the show.
Mhm.
Like you be like they're a little cold,
Right.
and then to hear will build on.
But
you
it's
know.
a general feel that we all can feel. While
Yeah.
Right.
So you always have the hardest job, especially if there's no love hour,
Right.
because you
I'm
know,
just going up there cold and
cold
warm 'em up.
turkey.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, so sometimes those first 10 minutes, and them jokes don't hit, I'm just like,
So then that's a part. So mind, so on a Wednesday, you get there, you fly, you travel, you get there 11:30, you go, you grab some lunch, you got maybe an hour or two to get a small little break. Then you're to the venue, you're getting ready, you're trying to be funny, you're getting out of the venue, back to the hotel around 11. You
That's-
gotta be up at 5 in the morning.
if it's that late.
So if you're both, sometimes I've tried to brave it and go work out after that, but then you're just more tired in the
and
morning.
that's the thing for me, like, and that's what I was telling you. This is, again, the main reason I took the bet.
Right.
Trying to have enough energy just to put forth, because so it's not like we're doing like, in order to be funny, you got to be in a good space.
You have to have a
It's
good
hard to be
energy.
funny
Right, you have
and be exhausted.
Oh yeah, or
You know,
mad about something.
Or mad
Right.
about something.
Or
like
preoccupied in your mind with
Exactly. The
something.
Chicago show, there was some stuff going on with the volunteers within the tour, and I was just like I had to go. I had to
Biggest show of your life.
go off by myself. Like I was just like, because I got to clear my mind. Because bro, the people who pay it, they ain't trying to hear none of
Yeah,
that.
They don't care about
They
anything
don't care
else.
about
Tell
life.
these jokes,
you have the
man.
most
You be
difficult-
funny now.
You have the most difficult job because you got to hold it for 45 minutes. Everybody stop and just look at you for 45 minutes. So that's
And some of these interestingly enough, as a business person, I love the 3,000. As a performer, 200.
Oh.
Close.
fire.
Our best shows, outside of maybe Tulsa, our best shows as far as audience energy have been the closer ones. Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
Louisville this
Louisville.
year,
I missed that one.
200. I mean, Josh, it was
Fire.
electric. I had probably my best because we feed off the energy of
And
the
they're right
crowd.
there. You can kind of see them.
Right there, they feed you more energy. I mean, luckily, people who have come to our shows, they all are coming to have a good time. And we talked about this one airport, maybe in Edmonton. We was in Edmonton Airport for a long time yesterday.
Oh my God.
We was up in
Yeah.
there like for forever. But the audience, for the most part, we have great audiences. But each show, the comparison to each audience
It's different.
is different.
Right.
Both Oakland shows were cool. Denver was cool. Tacoma was great energy, but it was a bigger room,
space, right.
like this and wide. So it feels like when the ceilings are low and people are this close,
It's
the
a-
laugh's just
it's a-
like,
yeah.
it's just like, you know,
It bounces around.
yeah, and
It's
it's
like a
short-
blender.
It's like a blender. And the bigger the room is, the longer. And even a small thing of like how high the stage is, and how far the stage to the first seat. We've noticed that if it's a big, like Orlando, if it's a big gap to the first stage, for the first row of seats, then
It's
the
tougher.
energy's different. So
Yeah.
remember in South Carolina, they built that little pit where it was
Yes.
close. Then you have the benefit of like a big room feeling like a small room.
Right. So it's big, but you got the people close to you, so you
Yeah.
get that intimate feeling.
Yeah,
It's bigger.
and it's amazing. It's amazing how quickly you forget. Like, you remember Inside Out, the movie?
Yeah.
And it was the memory dump of how like this isn't pertinent information. Your brain just dumps it out.
Right.
So there's shows already on this thing like
They.
if they don't have like an event tied to them, like Tucson was when we found out Nipsey passed.
Right.
I'll remember that. Or New Orleans, we got there at like 8 o'clock in the morning. We couldn't get out, and we couldn't get to the hotel, so we watched.
of course,
we watched Jordan Peele's movie. Which one was that? This Is Us or Get
Us.
Out? Not Get
Us.
Out. Us. So that I
And
remember
then
that.
Edmonton, you automatically.
Edmonton has a
crazy
terrible travel day, but if it's like everything pretty much goes according to normal,
They become-
you like last year's tour, bro. I can't.
Bro,
if I hadn't seen the documentary, I would forget so much of that. You only remember the really great shows and the really bad ones.
Right.
You know what I mean? As far as
Everything else
opportunity,
becomes a little systematic.
it just goes out of your mind. You know what I mean? Like the kids were there last year. I can't
Bro.
remember half the stuff.
And that's because we routed, or I say we, but you routed this year a lot more effectively.
Yeah, last year.
Last year we were
Just
wild.
tell me if you get-
Let me tell you.
We were in
what-
Minneapolis. Hey man, yeah, we got a show in Seattle tomorrow. Seattle.
Literally the worst one I did. He's not lying. The worst one I did. I don't remember what we did before Detroit, but it was like a city and then Detroit, and then the next city on Sunday was Richmond, Virginia, and I was just like, "What were you thinking?" So I have to get up in the morning and fly from Detroit to Richmond. And you
How long
can't
was
even-
that flight?
We had to connect through somewhere.
And the thing, so our call time would be like 2:45 a.m.
There's been times we got into the room at 11 and the lobby calls at 3.
Tony had a running joke of what's the point of like whenever
Sleep.
you hear us say what's the point, it was because like one, he didn't sleep at all on the tour. I don't know
Tony hates
how he lived.
I don't know how
But whenever it would be like that kind of window, he'd always be like, "What's the point, guys? Like, what's the
Tony
point of
hates
sleeping?"
sleep. That's his problem.
So that can be another a tough thing in of the tour. Another tough thing that can be on tour, and I will admit this. I know you guys see me, you be like, "Oh, Doughboy, he's so crazy, he's fun." I get on people's nerves sometimes. I literally saw myself getting on Cam's nerves
Mom,
this weekend.
yeah,
I was
that's
like, he's really. I'm
Let me
kind
tell you what.
of tap dance on that last note.
I'ma
I'm
tell
like,
you-
this is your last note. And I was just.
I'm gonna tell you what Doughboy does. Doughboy be in his whole world. We were in the car in Edmonton, right? He
Oh
is in
my
the front seat. We had a Sprinter. He's in the front seat next to the driver. The rest of us are in the back, second or third row. The driver's like, "Yo, this is the biggest mall in North America. This is the water park, and it's open year round. It's indoor. It's one of the biggest water parks in North America." We're all talking about it. We
From
spent
the
a good-
backseat, I go, "Wow, they got a whole situation. It's year round. We're having a full conversation."
Talk about this water park for a good 5 minutes while we're driving past it. We finished that. Doughboy goes, "Man, y'all see that water park? There's a water park here." We're like, "Did you not just hear this whole conversation?"
Tim Moore-
He'd just be in his phone like, I don't even know what you be doing. Like,
I feel so stupid too. And that's
you will add, and that happens all. We will just say, "All right, guys, we're landing. We're gonna be in the room. We're gonna drop our bags. We're gonna be in the lobby. In 15 minutes, we're going to this place to eat." We will say that in the car. Everybody got it? Got it. 2 minutes later, hey man, so what are we gonna do when we get to the hotel?
So that's what I was
We're
saying.
gonna
Like,
get in the car. Even for this podcast, we have a Slack group where mostly
wait, so
I.
this,
made-
this,
it's mainly
is trauma,
you.
this is just me as a
This
person.
is just you as a person. I will gather topics throughout the week. Yo, we should talk about this. This would be good. Talk about this on the podcast. I put in the Slack. The Slack lets everybody know who's in it. Josh, Serena, me, Melissa, Doe. Doe will take an idea that I said, let's talk about in the chat. He'll text it. Yo, did y'all see this? We should talk about this.
This is what I seen you doing
We
too.
should, Doe. I put that in the chat 3 days ago. That we should talk about this. Why are you not?
I felt-
Last night I told him. I said I feel like you don't care about the work that I put in.
I felt
There
bad.
was tension attached to that.
I seen it.
There was
Yeah.
definitely
I felt
tension
it.
attached to
I
that.
felt like you was being the test. Like I just don't know why he keeps.
I just,
Or when he throws in these stories from these B-list tabloids.
and then when,
Guys, we gotta talk. It's 2 a.m. though. We gotta talk about it. It just came out right now.
Doughboy.
Justin Bieber is back, guys.
Doughboy's edition is always some non-reputable news source that has a piece of news that no one else on the internet is even talking about, or people are saying is fake. Kanye started a cult full of white women. Doughboy, we gotta talk about this. Doughboy, do you look at the it's always screenshot. Here's how you know if it's real. If it's a screenshot of a picture with an insert with a tag, like somebody took a tweet and copied it, it's usually not real. If there's not an article connected to it that is a reputable, you notice I'll never put it in the chat unless it's an article from a reputable.
Maybe like a
even
Bossip,
from
TMZ,
even Bossip,
maybe, man.
Shade Room or Baller Alert. They usually do some deal. You'll be following academics page and people.
Academics is law.
People like them, it just be off the wall stuff. I think Kanye said white women are the best to have sex with, and I was like, no, did you even see that anywhere else? Mm-mm. And then 2 minutes later, you'd be like, oh, that's fake, actually.
Sorry, guys. Praise hands.
Praise has me for everything. But so that's what I'm saying. So when we be on the road, we be in close quarters. So even though I'm the most agitating, being around anybody in close
You don't
quarters
even
for a week.
agitate me the most.
Really?
Tony Baker.
Really?
Man.
This is Tony's skin. This is you. I'm under. No, that's not even it. Because this is you. You are living rent free in Tony's head. The biggest thing about you that drives Tony crazy is proclamation with no follow up. Doughboy, when we land Friday morning,
I'm off, bro.
I'm going vegan this weekend. For lunch, Friday afternoon. Y'all try this bacon double cheeseburger with extra steak? This is delicious. With a milkshake and a cheesecake. Tony be like, bro, you just said you trying to eat healthy. Yeah, it was 8 o'clock this morning. I don't feel like that
You
anymore.
didn't know for the bacon. I had to.
When we were landing, when we were in the Edmonton airport yesterday, what did he say? I'm on a detox. As soon as we get back, I'm gonna be on a cleanse. We went right to the breakfast place. Let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese omelet, soda, orange. What about the cleanse? What about it?
Diet Coke, though. I'm trying to cut it down.
Stop reminding me of stuff I said.
I just be thinking out loud.
Yes, you do.
That's what I think is
And
the
then
thing.
Tony's whole thing, Tony's character. If Tony was a character in the story, he would be accountability man.
Oh, man.
His whole thing is keeping people accountable to their word. Tony, to his credit, he'd be like, "Dude, if you just don't say stuff, I won't even try to hold you to it." But
Which
you-
is fair. He gave you an out multiple
He
times.
can't.
That's just who I am.
I know.
inherently.
Remember, so they get
Inherently.
into it in Hawaii.
Now, this is where it goes.
They get into it in Hawaii, and Doughboy says something, and he's like, "I ain't come. We were going to ride those scooters,
The little
those,
mopeds.
little moped thing." Doughboy gets so mad at Tony. He's like, "I'm not going. I'm not going with y'all. Y'all go. Y'all have it." Tony goes, "Man, don't take it out of the rental vehicle."
That was the
2
funny.
minutes later, Doughboy, Tony, I ain't gonna let you get in my head. Go. That was the same
I'll be
thing that
getting
day.
I'll be getting on my own nerves. I've told myself to shut up when I was alone. Like, don't shut up. But it's just me here. Be quiet.
You said that. Doughboy said everybody has that voice in their head that tells them to shut up. He said, "I do too." I told that voice.
Shut up,
That
shut up,
voice to
shut up, you.
And I'm gonna keep talking.
I want to say things.
Doughboy's gotten so mad. It's the last thing I said. I'll let you keep going. Doughboy's gotten so mad on tour at himself or him getting on people's nerves. Like, I'm not saying nothing else for the rest of the tour. 10 minutes later, y'all not gonna stop me. Y'all not gonna stop me from talking.
I gotta figure it out. I'm very childlike in some
All
of
you
my
have to
ways.
do is be realistic.
Yes.
The thing about the tour, this is why I took the weight loss thing. I said, and this is just in general, if you look at tours, not just ours, Erica Campbell, she always puts, man, at the end of the tour, you'll see I have gained a lot of weight. Anybody on tour is like, bro, you haven't been on tour, but you hear comments being on the road late, you lose sleep. You know, even Greg Gooseby, as fit as he is, he was always giving me a hard time. Kill you know that we eat here. You don't need to be trying to eat. You know, man, back in Georgia, we was in Georgia, man. Eating kale and this. He went on this weekend with us. By the 4th day, he was like, Kev, you know what? Hey, it is harder
Get it
than
how
I
you
thought.
do.
And then, man, we had, bro, the Postmates in Denver, Greg had found the most healthy option on earth. He placed the order, Postmates canceled the order. Placed it again, Postmates cancel your order. Then, Postmates canceled my account.
They cancel your account?
Yes, they're like, there's something suspicious happening in your account. They canceled my whole Postmates account. That printer don't work, by the way. So when Greg, who's a fitness nut, is just like, bruh, this is harder than I thought.
Right. And he's here.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that. So while we're on the topic, that's why I feel like I'm failing weight loss.
What?
Because I'm so very all or nothing. I don't know how to do it. But listen, I cracked the code. Listen, I'm like that in everything in my life.
Yes.
That's the reason why I became an alcoholic.
Yeah.
I don't know how to just, like, when I see you guys, like, if I see somebody, like, have a drink on the weekend or just to unwind, I'm like, oh, that's cool. With me, I was just like, I'm going to do that every single day of my life.
And I can't just have a
I
drink.
can't, and I can't just, like, go on a diet
You know
and be,
who's the best at having a drink? Melissa. Oh, this was great.
not me.
Enough.
I'd be like, give me more of that on Tuesday afternoon. Like,
And
I do
that's how
everything
you
in
approach
access.
women.
Women?
Marry me at once. Let's get married. Let's.
I literally came to you today like, so the first date, I want to tell her I want to quote her.
She's giving you an opportunity to just. I'm like, and I asked you, what's the issue with just saying taking the first date and seeing? Because now you're jumping in both feet and saying, I'm going to be serious about you. You don't even know her. And if it don't work out, now what?
I gotta adjust my life in that way.
Bro, you got to live in the grave.
That's tough for me.
That's right, man.
You stay in the grave so much you never come into the black or white. So you shut up.
I live in the grave. You just said you gotta live in the grave. I live in the
No,
grave.
he needs to live in the grave. You need to jump in the black or the white or something. But Doughboy, in nothing in life. You never say, okay, look, I'm gonna eat. I got broken this down like this. You got about if you're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a snack a day, that's 28 meals, right? Of that 28, if you eat 24 healthy and 4 bad per given week, you should be good. You don't do that. You either eat 28 perfect
Or
and
32 bad.
and then-
Where did these other 4 come from? I don't know.
We were in Edmonton, and I wasn't even holding this one against you. For whatever reason, I'm the same way. If it's a bad day, I want to drown
I want
myself
sugar
in milkshakes. So we're in the green room at the club. You order wings.
Mozzarella
and
sticks.
Mozzarella sticks. And then I come back after watching Tony say, you got a whole cheesecake. Talking about you want half. I'm like, nah.
That was fire.
Fire.
Everybody who had it
The
said it.
wings was gummy
I
wings.
was
though.
mad.
wings
No
are fat.
boy.
Yeah.
Man, like everything was
Doughboy
bad
like
except
bite.
the cheesecake.
Yeah.
So when I come back, you're like, Kevin, you want half? And I only said I didn't want half because I don't like cheesecake. Like, I was with you on everything.
While I was doing it.
Except I don't like cheesecake. I'm like, you want half? You're like, no. I turned back around. There wasn't even half available. You hadn't been able to eat a lot of food, but that cheesecake,
I got that down. I found room for that.
you found your way to the back of that. And by the way, how you got a comedy club and the only thing you do well is cheesecake?
That was
I asked for some ribs. They were fried.
fried.
The
rib-
chicken wings were spongy.
Yeah, they were. So these are the things that happen on tour.
I told you that's why I took that weight loss bet. And I've lost
But just
maybe
think-
10, somewhere between 10 or 15 pounds. And I told you this morning, I said, man, me and Melissa were looking at the travel schedule for the rest of this year. I mean, the rest of this tour. Bruh.
It's grueling.
But just think about it though.
It
If
is
you've already
like-
lost 15, and just to say you lose,
Somewhere between 10 and 15.
So
I
let's-
vacillate on that.
let's
last
just
part.
say you lose another 10 over the whole thing.
I don't think that's.
Okay, let's just say you get to 20 loss net.
Yeah. If
If
that's,
you gained 20 last time, that means you're at a positive 40. Weight loss
Oh,
wise.
yeah.
Because you went up 20 last time.
I never thought
This
about
time you not only sustained and didn't go up, but you went down 20.
That's very true.
I gotta start learning how to, cause I'm telling you, that's why I fail at diets and stuff, because it's like I want it fast, I want it to happen now, and that's why I feel like it's
Let me
difficult for
tell you
me.
what, I want you to adopt my thought process for weight loss because I think you'll find success.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't even be checking where you are week to week or month to month.
Mm-hmm.
If you start now or whenever we started, I think you haven't gained weight.
No,
which is,
I've lost not like 22 pounds.
perfect.
So,
If you don't lose another pound,
Mm-hmm.
when we get off the tour in August, you guys, September, October, you got November, you got December.
4 months.
4 months after the tour, where you actually will be able to
Have a normal life.
have a normal life, and I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to not traveling. Like traveling this much, because here's the other thing about this travel, and I realized when you travel this much, late flights, canceled flights,
Oh.
delayed flights, lost bags, hotel problems, you just run to that stuff because you're traveling more than the
You're-
average
Average
person.
person.
You're hitting that window of what's that called? That percentage of error. The
Yes.
margin of error.
If you travel that, we've lost bags so much.
Right.
Southwest last year in the Richmond thing, they lost 2 of my merch bags, and they just was like, "Man, we
lost it.
Here's 300."
We didn't charge you for it. But
Yeah, we. Bags fly free. They might not make it to your
but
destination.
they're gonna be free.
But and I
They're
was
going
like, where's the
somewhere.
bag?
Good.
She gonna say the bag never made it on the plane. Like you gonna say like it was the bag instead of like I'll be going next. I said, look,
I've traveled too much.
the bag. Okay, me and Josh get on the dock. I don't even remember where we were checking in.
Oh, Delta.
It was this dude's first day
Delta,
at Delta.
LAX. It was not this past trip, but the trip before.
Yeah, we go check our bags, right? The lady scans our boarding pass, checks the weight, right? Sets the bag down. is printing the tag. The dude just takes the bag, throws it on the thing. The lady's like, "What? Did you?"
She's like, "Where was the bag just here?" He's like, "Oh, I put it on the belt."
She was like, "It hadn't been tagged." She was like, "It's my first day."
That was his response.
And he just stood there. He's like, "Shit." And he put up his little cup, and then he was like,
It's
"Don't
your
worry."
last day too. Get out of here, Peter.
No, he goes like this. "Don't worry, I'll go get it." He leaves.
He tries to.
I don't know where the bags go.
Sound like a bear. He lost the bag.
So he had no idea. So ladies, like, you can see her visibly, like, you know when your kids mess up so much
You want to hit
that,
him with a wooden spoon?
that you're just like, but you have to take the deep breath. She goes, "You don't know where." She literally goes,
Sir, I'll be right
she
back.
goes to Josh. "Sir, do you mind holding on one second?" She's an old white lady running the wheel. She cuts down the thing. The dude's looking at me and Josh like,
And then during all this, he gets relief for his break. He goes outside, starts smoking a cig.
You guys ever find that?
and I was giving him I was looking at him like I wasn't giving him no out. He wasn't looking at me, but you know you feel
Right.
looking at you from the side of their head.
He said, like,
He's like, "Came on stage, huh?"
But I'm just thinking, what on earth would possess you to throw a naked bag?
with no
And
tag.
he was just like,
Yeah, thinking he's going to get there. There you go. What's next? Where's that going?
It's my first day.
it was like a little kid, like, "I help you. I help you." So now we're at the doggone thing, 30 minutes or whatever.
Trying to figure it out.
Trying to figure it out because so anyway, back to the point I was making. The margin for error is so high. So now you got, let me just go through my next 3 weeks. We got back yesterday. First of all, we got back on a Tuesday for the first time ever in a tour. I thought it was Monday the whole day.
Today feels like Tuesday because we're shooting.
Today feels like
I keep thinking
Tuesday,
it's Tuesday.
right? So we have just today we shot the earlier Righteous and Ratchet. We got this bonus episode for next week.
You gotta do a
And now we got to do the Love Hour.
And then
Got
we
picking
gotta
my kids. Then we got Josh's birthday dinner. Tomorrow, my kid's grandma comes in town. Grandma Mary comes in town.
to pick them up.
Pick them up. It's Josh's birthday. Happy birthday, Josh.
Happy birthday.
It's Mel's birthday.
Happy
My
birthday.
sister-in-law, we're going to dinner with her. Then we got Friday morning. JoJo's graduating. I got to go buy them clothes for the summer because first of all,
You get your kids get summer clothes?
well, here's the
You
thing.
ballin'.
No.
We got school clothes.
No, let me tell you why. When your kids go to a school that has uniforms,
Man, that was me.
you don't need regular clothes
You
that
get,
much.
they get. I got one pair of shoes every year.
Right. So
was
you
it.
basically, we buy the kids basically around Christmas every year and summer. We buy them clothes, right? They basically have their school clothes.
And then
Joe has stuff for soccer. They got sweats to lounge around the house in. But at the end of the year, the
don't
summer
have
clothes from
outfits.
because the summer clothes from last year don't fit
Right.
by
Yeah.
Christmas of last year.
Right.
So Isaiah is literally, towards the end of the year, these pants are just like
They turn into capris.
Isaiah's on capris. Joe's just beats his clothes to death. I mean, they're just like
You go
all
to the room, you
the
gotta
knees.
want to punch him back. You beating up your clothes. I don't know.
I just be looking at his clothes like, yo, what are you doing? Like, as soon as I buy him shoes, it's like he gets the edge of the shoe, like, he just, but I was that kid.
Right.
My parents buy me shoes, I'm like, here we go.
It's game time.
Plays hard, grass stains, holes. So now we gotta buy them because they're supposed to stay home with Sabrina for a couple of weeks because Isaiah was going to robotics camp.
Right.
We're gonna take Isaiah to ask him his teacher about robotics camp, like, hey, how, what is the schedule? He's like, oh yeah, they canceled that. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, the LAUSD said we don't have the money for it. So
We rearranged the whole summer for him
we
for
raised
that.
the whole summer for that, bought tickets, canceled tickets. So now I gotta buy them plane tickets, buy them new shoes and clothes because we leave on Saturday. They're going to North Carolina on Saturday.
You're going to Mexico.
I'm going to Mexico on much needed
Wait,
vacation.
who are they flying with?
Their grandma.
She's coming down.
That's why she came. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's where his
I thought
initial plan.
I thought she came out for the birthday and the graduation.
She did. And to take them back.
That was the
the
initial
initial
plan.
plan to take them for the summer.
So that was the first flight bought, canceled, then bought again.
Yes.
Oh.
And now, so in order to keep our podcast going, because we got ads and we got, Patreon, we had to shoot 2 last week on the road, 3 today, or 4, including the Love Hour. And we still might have to pick up, depending on what the news is in Atlanta.
Right.
That news. So when we leave Mexico next Thursday, right?
From Mexico.
From Mexico. Meet
To
you guys in
Atlanta
Atlanta on Friday. I feel like you guys would have a red eye more than likely.
Yeah.
Meet you in Atlanta on Friday. 2 shows in Atlanta Friday,
Friday,
Saturday. Memphis on Sunday, which I need to put ads on. Fly to New York Monday. I got a press day Tuesday, all day at E1 or whatever, Urban One or whatever. Those offices, they like call us in. Wednesday off. Thursday.
New York that whole week.
Yes, whole week. Thursday, Bridgeport. Friday, Newark. Saturday, Brooklyn. Sunday, 2 shows in Boston. Then we finally come back to LA.
On what day?
June 26th,
24th.
24th.
I hope that's what I've been telling
anniversary
myself.
is that week.
So then you gotta go. You going on vacation for that?
Well, I had a vacation plan, but my agent was like, "Bro, can y'all meet with us?" I'm like, "You see, I'm gonna go crazy." So we kind of canceled that vacation to take meetings for pictures and stuff like that. Then we
4th of
got.
July. Can we?
We can tell them.
Can we? Wait. Let me do this. Big enough. New
Wait,
announcement
get
alert.
your drum roll.
Okay.
You're a drummer. Much better.
New announcement alert.
Righteous and Ratchet got invited to the Essence Music Festival.
Boom.
So I'm gonna be hosting some stuff. We're doing a live Righteous and Ratchet on Sunday in Essence.
Lucky Day's performing that day.
Is he?
That's gonna be our lucky day. See what I did there?
That was a good one, John.
I'm not bringing. I'll bring you. I'm not gonna bring you.
So now we'll be in New Orleans for 3 or 4 days. 4 days.
Right.
Then we have a Texas.
Oh, then we're going to London.
Before we get there,
This is exhausting talking about it.
this one weekend, I don't know. It's Cleveland, Columbus, Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
After Pittsburgh, Monday, we're flying directly to Texas. We got
Oh, and that's a long.
we got Texas, Dallas Wednesday, which is almost sold out. Thursday, Plano.
5 shows in Dallas.
Friday,
5
Dallas.
shows in Texas.
Saturday, Houston. On Saturday, I fly from Dallas to Atlanta to do Black Love in Atlanta. Dallas back to Houston to do the Love Hour of the Houston show. Sunday, we fly to DC.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, you think so?
These are things that.
And then, hold on,
there's
y'all.
more?
The next week, Grand Rapids, Detroit,
Toronto.
No,
From Toronto,
Detroit.
Detroit.
The
From
next Monday from Detroit to Amsterdam.
And then we're there for a week.
And we're in Amsterdam for 3 days, Birmingham, UK, London, from London
Meet me
to
into the
Spain,
man.
and then from Spain back to the United States. And that's why
So
I
we
bet
say all
you
that-
weren't going to lose
right.
50 pounds. Because it's technically possible.
I just won't eat.
But with that travel schedule, eating schedule, and sleep and lack of it, and it's your tendency being on your first time tour, and it's my tendency as well. When I go to Amsterdam, bro, what y'all
I'm
eating
living
here?
my life, yeah.
They
that's,
have.
that's the thing I didn't anticipate. Was when you go to places, like, I'm not going to go to KC for the first time and not eat barbecue.
No.
No.
And so that's why I figured, like, at best I might maintain, but in order to lose, you have to be strict.
Right.
Just like Greg's always on me, you need to do strict push-ups. I'd rather you do it on your knees and do it strict than just be like, you know.
Right.
In order to lose weight, you gotta be strict on your diet, and it's really hard to be strict on your diet unless you have, like Kevin Hart. Bless his heart.
Yeah, but he has a trainer go with him
The
everywhere.
Rock, they
got-
they'll
gym
have
drill
trainers
on
They got
Yeah.
chefs. They got chefs
have
that
chefs.
always have like
and
meal
they
prep.
fly private. They're not clearing customs in Edmonton Airport or Vancouver. And
They're
getting
walking
it all back.
onto a plane.
They're walking onto a
Not
plane.
sitting in a line, not TSA pre-check.
None of that stuff. So they have the ability, and literally the rest of their day is based off of them. I saw Kevin Hart's green room spread. First of all, they have a chef prepare their dinner in their green room for every show, and he sets the menu. So he had like grilled chicken, brown rice, broccolini, and I was like,
So
"Dang,
sick of broccolini.
what's your deal with
I
that?
just don't
love
think
broccolini.
is so popular.
It's bougie.
The
It's
rise
bougie
of
broccoli.
has just been entirely too fast.
Broccolini is
Kids
the
just come out of nowhere, just showing up everywhere.
Broccolini is the preppy quarterback at a 5A school
They can-
with a Letterman's jacket
I'm just sick
on.
of
It's
broccolini.
always thrown 25 yards further than everybody
When
else.
did the rise of broccolini even start?
I feel like Broccolini been on the rise for 6 or 7 years.
They've been in the gym. You see,
Broccolini has been.
I've had
slim.
enough with broccoli.
But do you not like it?
I mean, it's good, but it's just I just don't see how it's so popular so fast.
I feel like it tastes the best part
It's
of broccoli,
great.
and it's just not as the heads are not as big. I love it. I agree with you.
I
It's a
gotta
little
been better
pompous.
with broccolini.
Broccolini's a little pompous.
Yeah, it's just
He
like you
thinks
think
he's
you're better than people.
Oh yeah, it's broccolini.
Broccoli.
with
That
crushed
eating
butter.
regular broccoli. Oh god.
And they never, if they have broccolini, they don't usually have broccoli.
I mean,
It's either
Broccoli's
or.
been a hard-working blue-collar guy.
Broccolini is the offensive lineman.
Yes.
He just
Does
shows
what he's
up,
supposed to do.
does
He
what he's
closes the
supposed to
A
do.
gap.
He closes the A gap. He
Get
doesn't
him
have
out
any
of there.
problems. You don't have 5 Joshua Live.
I was just saying, I don't know how to tell you that we're close to an hour. I don't
Bro,
know.
you just-
Close that, we don't have to stop.
I didn't say stop. This was 5.
Okay.
Little hand.
Little baby paw. Let's beat up Broccolini.
I'm sick of Broccolini.
You just switched up on Broccolini.
I like him, but
Thank you.
he thinks he's better than us.
Come on, man.
He does think he's better than us.
He pulls up. He's
He'll
over
be-
black.
Yeah,
Broccolini
he's
never takes
definitely
that.
Broccoli.
He'll be the one vegetable option on the menu.
Yeah,
He's that
because
type
when
of-
he shows up, he turns everybody out. He's like,
Yeah.
he has got broccoli on the menu. He's
Yeah.
not anymore.
Brussels sprouts. Who's this guy? I'm Broccolini.
You know what's funny about Brussels sprouts? When I was a kid, all the cartoons, the kids, Brussels sprout, and all the books I read, Brussels sprouts are gross. So when I tried them, I was like, yo, Brussels sprout, it's just baby cabbage. And people
But
are like, yeah.
you know what I've noticed about those? They have to dress up Brussels sprouts a lot. They be putting like brown sugar and bacon in it. It makes it delicious. But standalone broccolini, you're like,
No, salmon broccoli, yeah, I like.
you're just popping them raw.
I mean,
Like you popping like good.
Got to
Gotta
see it
see it
do,
do,
my
my
boy.
that sound effect for eating Brussels. I ain't really gonna eat Brussels sprouts. Hey man, what y'all doing later, man? I got these sprouts. You want a sprout?
Well, we talked about a lot of stuff. We talked
Yeah.
about everything. So that's the thing. So in a nutshell, then we're gonna do a one gotta go. But in a nutshell,
There's still so much more we could talk about.
but
Too.
there is a lot more we talk about behind the grind, and even on a day-to-day basis. This is another thing I'm learning too. I just want to say this before we go. As far as like behind the grind, you can make some money, but you got to be smart with your money because money ain't always consistent in what it is that we do. And what I
No.
mean is like, yeah, we're on tour right now, selling merch right now, but that tour is over in August.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's not going to be. So you have to be better. It's coming from, and I think that's the reason why I always opted to stay in regular jobs because it's a consistent
Yeah.
paycheck.
Yeah.
You got to be a little bit more disciplined.
You absolutely
funds.
in this industry, even for like Josh's skill set. What up, Zay?
Hello.
Zay,
Even for
Big
Josh's
ways.
skill set, you've got to be saving. Your best months are like February through October.
right?
November, people are just after Halloween, Hollywood is like, bro,
shuts
don't
down.
really talk to me. So shoots aren't scheduled. I mean, you might have some wind down stuff in November, but there's hardly anything in
It's gonna shut
December.
down. The money's going to slow down. And
Yeah.
they're going to want the rent every month. Apparently, they want it every month.
We have this proposition. I feel like this. If you pay your rent from January to November,
Give us December.
give me December, bro.
Come on, fam.
Give me a punch card.
You get it every month.
Every month I give it to you on time. There's no congratulations. All I get is, you get to live here for another month.
Another month.
Bro,
Come on, bro. We need
every
a little bit
salad
more.
shop in the town, bro, you got 10 subs, 11 free.
Come on now. Starbucks got a rewards
Yeah,
card.
they're rent rewards.
Come on. Rent
Where's the
come
rent
on.
reward?
Rent rewards.
Even
Pay
if I
on
could give-
time.
Okay, how about this? You're not gonna. Okay, maybe the rent's too expensive. If I pay 12 months in advance, give me the electric off.
Come on, man. Give us something. You
Give
gotta
me
give me some
something.
incentive. Oh, that's another thing because I went through this the other day. Another thing about working on your own and being in business for yourself. Please, I will give you 3 words that I think everybody needs to live by if you're going to be in business for yourself. Pay your taxes. They
Oh,
went
yeah.
into my account and
Oh,
took
they-
out some money I wasn't ready for them to take out. So what I'm saying is if you get money, say you get a check for X amount of dollars, you got to figure out that you get a check for $1,000, you really got a check for $800.
I got a good account.
I'm gonna tell you though. I'm gonna tell you what people's. I think one thing that people underestimated when you're self-employed. We prior to working in this industry, if you didn't have to pay your taxes, like if they didn't take them out automatically,
Do it.
I would be like, Rob, I'll find a way to give it to
I'll
y'all.
holler at you.
Bro, the only reason we pay on time is because you don't get it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, your taxes. I remember the
Before-
first time I got my first check at Burger King, and I had calculated my hours times work. I was like, oh, I'm set. And I saw the gross,
And it's
I'm
a
like,
third
yeah.
less, you're
And then
like-
I saw the check, and I was
Uh-huh.
like, who is this?
And I think they do that because they know if they did that, 90% of people would be tax
Oh,
evading frauds.
everybody would be in jail.
Everybody.
So when you get the whole 1,000,
you got to plan for this.
but it's not your nature. Like I'm
Exactly.
pointing at you because you don't have you're not used to people just spend their whole check.
I'm not disciplined like that.
Yeah, and hardly anybody is
Right.
because your bills need your full check.
They want that right now.
You just don't get access to your full check.
Exactly.
So your bills is like, man, what's up with that full thing? You got daughter. Kids always have.
And if you just be broke, it seems like you're
Careful,
always
baby,
coming.
watch your fingers.
especially if you're broke, it's like you always coming from behind. So
Yeah.
it's like you just be trying to be up. So that's another thing because they take it out of my account. Like that was
Man, I got a new account. And shout out to Josh.
life is much better.
No.
Very much.
He finally got us paying our taxes quarterly.
What's that? Every
4 months.
4 months.
April.
Oh, so you don't have to. So you don't have to write a big check.
So I don't have to write a big check. This is my first time. So I had to write a big check at the end of this year. But now, so Melissa said, first of all, Melissa's better than money than me. God bless America. Love my wife. She's good. We had to pay our taxes for all of last year. And then she paid the quarterly taxes for January through March. And I'll pay quarterly, I think, actually again in
July.
June. Or July. July, you're right. And then September again, and then January. So now, when April 15th of 2020
You don't
comes
have to
around,
cut that
I don't have a big check because I'm paying as you
As
know
you go.
estimated, which is how you're supposed to do. But I just didn't have it like that. So last year, April, when I had to write that check, remember me and Tony were sitting in the airport.
I forgot we were coming back. I think we're coming back from
Indianapolis. We were
Indianapolis.
sitting in Indianapolis, and we both found out how much we owed, and we had to pay it, and we were just like.
See, you got somebody like me that's ridiculous that just won't pay, and then they'll have to come for me, but then they're gonna take
Let
it.
me tell you what. Even Al Capone,
That's to let
they
you know
couldn't
about
get him on
America.
murder. They couldn't get him on racketeering. Kill who you're gonna kill. Sell your drugs.
Your alcohol,
You
prohibition,
got
small and swishy.
whatever.
Right.
But you gonna give us 20 or 30, and that's actually one of the things that killed the Firefest people.
Yeah.
The taxes on that alcohol was insane.
They locked up Blade, Wesley Snipes.
That's hilarious.
He was killing vampires in the light. They were like, oh, that's cool, but do this 3 to 5. You ain't pay that bread, so pay your
They're gonna be
taxes.
in black as the new black.
All right, so the ones gotta go in
Speaking of barbecue dishes,
in memorandum. Is that the right word? In recognition.
yeah,
Barbecue's coming up.
barbecue season is here.
We're gonna do barbecue sides. We're gonna
One
have 3.
gotta go.
We make them more difficult when it's only 3, because when you're 4,
Yeah.
you get the easy out.
Yeah,
So your 3 sides are gonna be head of mac and cheese, potato salad, and baked beans.
yeah, baked beans.
Baked
I'm gonna
beans.
go first if you don't mind.
Okay, what's your
First
one?
off the board, baked beans.
I'm gonna follow you there.
Because there's,
baked beans.
I have had many a plate.
And you can't mess them up.
You can.
No, how?
Oh, you can.
How can
Did
you-
you see my video today?
No, what?
Somebody made baked beans with just peaches in there.
Yeah.
Or just dumping the baked beans. If you dump baked beans out and just, some people are better than barbecue, bless their heart, nice people, just dump out Bush's baked beans in a pan
and then cook them.
and then just heat them up.
I like to rebake the beans.
Got to rebake.
Got to
My
rebake
wife,
the beans.
I don't know where she got the recipe from or what, but she kills baked beans.
And baked beans is good because if the sauce bleeds onto something else, it's not gonna mess it up.
Fine.
So if it hits your hot dog or your hot link bun, it's
Bro,
like,
it's a little-
sometimes you just dip it in there for a little
Get a
moisture.
little bit.
Baked beans, you can go no wrong.
Get a little
And
bit
it-
of the juice in my burger. I get a little bit of the juice in my bread.
And baked beans are just fire. Like they're, I like them. I
like
them.
them
They're
good.
good.
Melissa takes the sauce out, the juice out, makes her own
Root.
basically, brown sugar. She heats up some turkey, ground turkey and ground beef mixture. So you
Turkey
get the,
and beef.
Yeah, because you need the fattiness of the ground
For the
beef
flavor.
for the flavor.
You do.
Turkey is like for fullness, but it don't have, it's lean.
Side note: turkey bacon is trash, and I wish they would have never made it.
It's not that bad.
It is that bad.
You're getting trash turkey. You're getting the Oscar Mayer turkey bacon.
Jimmy O's, but
It's never-
Those are
Jimmy
terrible.
O's.
I don't like that. No, turkey bacon is trash. It's on my list under what I hate right by broccoli. So, but that's another topic for another day.
And so baked beans is first.
Baked beans.
I can eat barbecue with just meat and baked beans.
Yeah, me too. I can.
Okay, number 2, what are you taking?
Number 2. Wait, side note: should we have to throw a comment in?
Nah, that's easy out.
Okay.
So you only have 2 left.
So we only got 2 left.
Macaroni and cheese and potato salad.
Now let's say what we like about both first.
Okay.
Macaroni and cheese is a staple in the black community. First of all, the more cheeses that you got, I got my cousin Angela. I remember she used to make it. She used to put different kinds of cheese.
Yeah.
She used to put cheese sauce. Sometimes she used to mix in some sour cream. Fire. Now if you're
Like
lactose,
cheese sauce like
like Velveeta or some sort.
the liquid version?
Liquid version.
Like for nachos?
And regular cheese.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've
She
ever
throw
had
bacon
that.
in there from time to time. It would be good. So macaroni and cheese is just good. I like the corners. You know, I come from a street background, so I like the corner part just to kind of remind me of my upbringing. So macaroni is good. And then with potato salad,
You really said I came from the street, so I like the corner.
I used to play in the corner, give me the corner.
That joke works on multiple levels.
Come on.
This is why you are who you are.
So that's good. And then potato salad, I'm a little biased because I only like my mama's potato salad.
Most people are like that.
No, because my mama she puts sugar in it, she puts eggs, other people
Sugar
don't.
and potato
Sugar?
salad?
Yeah, don't you?
Sugar?
Yes.
You don't-
Get a little sweet.
why do you need-
Potatoes? How is it? Is it like a hint of sugar or is
Yeah,
it
it's
like
like a
sweet?
hint. It's not like dumped in there, but it's like it's sweet.
How does that combat the mustard though?
That's what I'm saying. It's a fire. And she got the little pickles in there. It be
I
fire.
don't think yeah.
I'll be ready to square up with somebody. Sometimes people put raisins in their potato salad. I'm on record for saying raisins don't make food better.
You lying.
No.
I'll
Oatmeal
give you-
maybe. Oatmeal maybe. is
Oatmeal?
one. That's one. That's it.
Granola,
Okay, those are breakfast foods, but not no food.
You said food.
salad.
Who is putting raisins in?
You've never had. There's raisin salads when there's apples, walnuts,
Mike?
cranberries.
Yeah.
Raisins
Cobb salad? Does Cobb salad have raisins in it?
Raisins in salad is disgusting.
Bro, you gotta have the sweet and the salty.
No, not raisins.
I love raisins.
No.
Raisins, ranch, eggs, cucumbers, carrots.
With
This is my perfect salad. Croutons.
croutons.
Yeah. And a raisin, just a little hint of the sweet.
So if I had to take two out,
Hold on, I
so
need to give you one more thing. I realize most of it is breakfast food, but salad. What's one thing that raisins are good at? Bread pudding? Bread pudding.
I've never had bread pudding.
You haven't had bread pudding?
Have you had bread pudding? Never had bread pudding.
I'll take
Alright, so
it.
let me eliminate mine. So the reason why I'm gonna eliminate this one because too many people mess it up and
Potato
you'll ruin
salad.
it. So take the potato salad. I can't because I can't trust you.
How many people in your family
to
make
do
good
it.
potato salad?
My mama.
Just it?
No, and she's that it's like a family recipe that's come down.
She's the anointed one?
Yeah, I won't eat other people's potatoes. It's just
Most blacks are like that.
because a lot of people the potatoes be too big in a potato salad.
That's a
I shouldn't have to cut your potato in half with a fork to eat it. It's just gross. So I know you're gonna mess it up, and I know you're gonna ruin it. And plus,
You
I
don't
just
want to take the
I
chance.
don't even want to take a chance and have to look at you differently as a person. So potato salad would have to go. And plus, I really like macaroni that much. Like, fight me.
Macaroni is amazing.
So yeah. So if I had to lose one, I'm losing potato salad. What do you lose?
I love macaroni. I
They used
love.
to call me Macaroni Tony back in my day,
I bet they
and
do.
the hefty lefty.
They call you macaroni big boney. Love macaroni. It's one of the few sides that is good at any dish. I mean, any meal. You know, you can't take potato salad to Christmas. It's over.
Yeah.
I love macaroni. Love the corners. I love the cheeses and the deliciousness. I'm gonna say something that's gonna fit a lot of blacks.
Uh-oh. You are already
I know.
skating on thin ice.
I'm trying to think of a shirt for the blacks. Like, there's different type of blacks. There's more than one type of way to be black. Because we're not a monolith.
Right. Yeah.
I don't mind store-bought potato salad.
Okay.
What is the matter
we've had
with you?
a great run as Righteous and Ratchet the podcast.
Oh my.
We've had a great run as friends. Store-bought potato salad?
I don't prefer it.
Kevin.
I don't prefer
It's
it.
This is
too
why they
creamy.
come for you on the comments, bro.
Grocery store potato
You want the
salad.
opposites of coming out with potato salad?
In a pinch.
No.
In a pinch.
Josh.
You think you know
Ridicule
somebody?
the man.
You think you know somebody?
No.
Dave.
Melissa's okay in this?
No, she's not. I'm
Oh,
the only one
this
that's
is
out.
you.
I'm an outcast.
You take this shame on your own.
I gotta eat it in the garage.
You
She
eat
goes to-
store-bought potato salad?
Kev eats it in the dark in the garage. Just
Who raised
Tore
you?
ovens.
store-bought macaroni salad.
No.
Yes.
what happened, Kev?
What?
I love potato salad. Now, and
Store-bought?
I prefer
You on the
homemade.
rounds to get a potato salad.
Sometimes.
Ugh.
I love to mix the baked beans and the potato salad.
I won't fight you with that.
That is the
I like
best to me.
I like it.
So that brings me to my point. Macaroni and cheese can go for the barbecue.
You're letting go of package.
I'll
Wow.
tell you why.
Let me see your wallet. You got your wallet with you?
Yeah.
Let me get that black card from you.
No. I don't know what I got about to ask you. Oh yeah, I got I'm gonna tell you why. I can go through a barbecue and not have macaroni and cheese, and I won't be like, this ain't a barbecue. If you have a barbecue that doesn't have baked beans,
Potato
that ain't
salad.
a barbecue.
Right.
If you have a barbecue that doesn't have potato salad, that ain't a barbecue. If you have a barbecue that doesn't have macaroni and cheese, I'd be like, bro, I ain't got no man. But I ain't gonna feel like that ain't a barbecue. Because I don't
But-
think macaroni and cheese has to be served at a barbecue.
So by that rationale, you trust everybody's potato salad.
No, not true. The thing about grocery store potato salad, you may not like it, but pretty much consistent. It's on the same level of restaurant potato salad. I feel like they all have the exact same recipe, or there's like one mass produced.
So you don't judge people when you go to their barbecue and they have store-bought potato salad.
I don't.
You're automatically judging them.
I'd rather
I'm like, you
you-
don't really care about this, and you just planned this yesterday.
I'd rather. Here's the thing. There's people who make potato salad good. Your grandma, your auntie, whatever. My family, my grandma, and my auntie. Store bought, it's at least consistent. It's not necessarily good.
But it has no flavor, Kevin.
It's all right. People who get so now there's another person that I know who put raisins, and she ain't even white.
In potato
Put
salad?
raisins in potato
A
salad.
black person?
She ain't black either.
What is she?
I don't want to say her, but what?
An alien? Who's
No.
putting raisins in
She's of
potato
Hispanic
salad?
descent.
Raisins?
Raisins. And
You've eaten, wait, don't shrug your shoulders. You've eaten potato salad with raisins in it?
You can have it.
how do you?
Yeah.
And it was good.
I didn't like it.
It just didn't seem like there's no place
No,
there.
I
for
saw
it.
that and I was like, okay, you're out of here.
Okay.
But I feel like
Good.
people who can't make potato salad trying is worse than grocery store potato salad.
I'll give you that.
Because they're actually selling the product.
Yeah, now there are bad, just like there's bad everything. There's bad grocery store potato salad. I find that if it's white, like potato salad is white, it's usually not as good.
If you say if it's more yellow,
More yellow is better. And some fruit, you know, like sometimes they cut the potatoes like through a slicer.
yeah, the potato be too big.
I don't need potato chips in my
I
potato
don't
salad.
want potato
Just
chips.
potato soup.
Yeah.
And sometimes people make. Have you ever had like watery potato salad where it's like
Loose.
loose,
Disrespectful.
loose potato salad? Loose. I can't even do it.
So-
you losing mac and cheese
I'm losing mac.
and 100,000
Now,
black
if it's,
points.
now if you're talking about Thanksgiving or Christmas,
Oh,
it's macaroni and
That's
cheese
a different-
first off the board.
dinner
That's
table is different. It's a different.
thing.
So we gotta have a different one for Christmas size.
For Christmas size, macaroni and cheese is number one.
But in barbecues, you
In
can lose it.
barbecue, I can lose it.
You're a very
And I really
intriguing man.
Melissa makes really good mac and cheese, so I luckily never have to make that choice.
Right.
Because some people, we have greens on the list. I don't think greens is a barbecue.
I do think
side.
greens is a barbecue.
I don't think greens is a barbecue.
Can't really.
side.
I mean, if you imagine making everything outside.
That's another thing. Well, macaroni and cheese is made inside, but
I can't eat potato salad if you ain't gotta peel back the foil to get to it.
perfect. Because greens juice doesn't go good on barbecue stuff.
And if green juice gets on your hot dog bun, it just ruins the hot dog bun.
Throw it
or the hamburger.
away. Macaroni yields no juice. Potato salad yields no juice. Baked beans yields a sweet juice that
That
I
we
don't
should
mind.
do. I'm
Greens
taking
juice-
shots of baked bean juice. Just pick one of it.
Everybody.
It was fire. So, but you losing mac and cheese. All right, man. That has been another episode of. It's been a bonus. Thank you.
We're
to
gonna
our-
send this link out, and we already emailed Patreon. We've heard y'all loud and clear say the link ain't coming through, and that we don't know what's going on. with
But
that.
we gonna fix
But we
it.
got your emails. Serena's gonna email y'all the linkage, and we're gonna be squared away. Yeah.